Well, staying with music, and their second album, Fire Like This, has received critical acclaim. They've been playing on the festival circuit this summer. Laura Mary Carter from Blood Red Shoes joins me here in the studio. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi.
Now, I just wanted to start, though, by listening to something from the album. This is Don't Ask.
Looks like that you've got more to learn. Looks like that you've got more to learn. Don't ask this time. Don't ask the reasons why. Starting on 2 feet, begging on your knees. Don't ask this time. Don't ask the reasons why. Starting on 2 feet, begging on your knees.
Laura, I wanted to start by asking you about the name of the band. Where did that come from?
The name comes from a story about Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire. It was like a friend of Steve's in my band that knew the story. It was like a backstage story about one of the films they're making. And Ginger Rogers was rehearsing for like some part in this film, and Fred Astaire was making her go over and over and over the steps. And he left her for a while, and when he came back, he thought she changed her shoes to red ones because she danced so hard that her feet were bleeding all over her shoes. So I don't even know what the film is actually called that this story comes from, but it's like the backstage, story about this film when it was made. And we just thought it was a cool name. I mean, they're like a duo kind of dancing, and it's kind of, I don't know, a bit gory and just kind of
a bit dark.
Yeah, a bit dark.
Let's talk about your music. This is your second album. Describe the sound of your music, if you can.
It's always quite a hard question when people ask that, because it is a mixture of quite a lot of things. But I would say we are ultimately like a rock band. It's kind of mixed with punk, and our influence is a lot of the kind of 90s grunge bands that are around. But yeah, I would say that our sound is just a mixture of a lot of influences that are kind of a bit more like punk rock.
And you sing about lots of different things like frustration, anger, boredom. Where do you get those influences from? Like, what are you singing about?
We're usually singing about our own, frustrations, and that's kind of lyrics that come out of us. It's never really like our happy side of us that comes out when we're writing music. It's usually our frustrations, or I don't know. I feel like everyone has that, but we get to release it in our songs rather than keep it inside. But yeah, it just comes from us. But we are kind of happy as well. The bad side comes out.
You also seem to be quite a political band. I noticed that you support anti-fascist campaigns such as Love Music, Hate Racism. You've also played at a feminist festival, Ladyfest. Various causes seem quite important to you.
Yeah, that's right. They are important to us. We don't sing about them in our music, but as people, we have like our views and things that we believe in. And so, yeah, when we're approached to, support things like that, then we always do.
And you've been on the road a lot since you started. How do you stay sane going to all these places, all this travelling?
It is quite hard, I won't lie. It can be really hard, but I don't know, you kind of get used to it, and the more that you do it, actually, the easier it gets. And it's the stopping and starting that's actually quite difficult. When you're on a tour for a long time, you kind of you get used to it, and you kind of adjust, and then it's okay. But yeah, it can be difficult, but it's also really fun.
And they're calling you the sexiest guitar player ever. What do you think about that?
It's just ridiculous.
Nice, though.
Nice, yeah. Very nice, but yeah, it's quite funny. I find that quite funny.
OK, Laura, thank you so much for being our guest today on Fonts Van Can. Just a reminder, if you guys at home, Blood Red Shoes' latest album is Fire Like This.